Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and trying on the new edit from Cultbeauty, the Eye Edit. I recently revealed this box in another video, but today I've got it here with me. I'm gonna sit down, try on all the products in the box, tell you my first impressions. We've got brands such as Natasha Denona, Inky List, so great brands, great price point. You're only paying £37, where the actual value of this box is a little bit over £100. Such a good deal, but before I get into the try on, if you love all things skincare, then make sure you subscribe because that's all we do on this channel. Now let's go ahead and get into today's video. So I'm back with my bare skin. I'm going to try out, as I already said, all the products in the box. And we do have some skincare and some makeup. So let me show you the box. It's this guy right here. It comes in this beautiful red box. So here are all the products. So let's kick it off with the first one, and I can already see it. It is this one by Wishful. It's called Eye Lift and Snatch. So this is essentially like a pair of eye patches. What is this supposed to do? So this is supposed to give you a lifting effect, awake appearance, and reduces puffiness. So you're supposed to put this on dry skin and wait for 20 to 30 minutes. This retails for £4. So this is what it looks like. It's this fabric material. Oh, what I love about this is that it gets stuck on the skin quite quickly, and it doesn't feel like it's the type that would just slide down. I can immediately tell that this is much better quality than the other eye patches that we get, and I kind of like that. I am hoping that they end up doing something for my under eyes, because I can definitely get some help there. The next product is also a full size, and it is by Vieve. This is a stick, an eye wand, and we're getting the color Camel. Oh, so that must be a neutral shade, which is what I like. I mean, all the shades in this are neutral, so whichever one you get is going to be a neutral one, but I'm guessing this is like a light neutral one. Yep, this is the color right here. This is a full size, and it retails, I believe, for around £18. And I'm gonna show you exactly how much we get. So this is how much we get. So it says here that this is a versatile cream shadow stick. We can sketch it across the lid, under the lash line, or along the waterline for intense color payoff. Blend out with fingertips or an eyeshadow brush before setting. Can be worn alone, set with powder, or used as an eyeshadow base. Let me swatch the color. Such a beautiful color, and I can see a lot of people getting use out of this, and I'm definitely included. It definitely blends out, but it also holds its color, which I do appreciate. I think I'm gonna use this as a base, but let me show you the next product, which is, I think, the star product in this box. I personally picked up this box just specifically for this product, and it is the Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette. Here's what it looks like. So cute. Oh my god, it matches perfectly with what I'm wearing. Really nice packaging, very sturdy. It is very similar to her other mini palettes. The colors are absolutely beautiful, definitely right up my alley. I am so excited to use this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna prime my lids with concealer and go in with this and find a way to use the Vieve Eye Wand. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids with this concealer from ColourPop. I personally do not like this concealer at all on my under eyes. I got closer to the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna set the concealer using the Fenty loose powder and butter. This is not my favorite loose powder, but I bought it and I'm trying to use it up so I don't waste it. My favorite one is the one from Laura Mercier. That one is definitely really, really good. I feel like despite trying so many throughout the years, I still prefer that one. There's something magical about it. It just sits so well on top of makeup. It doesn't make you look older, which a lot of these powders do. And I don't know, let me know, what is your favorite loose powder? I would love to try one that is a dupe and maybe a little bit cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this as a base. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like on top of powder. This is looking beautiful, and I can see this looking beautiful also in the crease. I definitely feel that this would be a color that I would pop on with a little bit of mascara and just go out the door. Absolutely love it. It blended out beautifully. It's a beautiful color. It's not patchy at all, and it went on top of powder really well. So I'm surprised, but pleasantly surprised. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade in my crease. This blended beautifully as I expected. It almost blended into the color that I put on my lid, the one from Vieve, which I'm really impressed about. I love this crease shade. I really don't know which shimmer I wanna use, but I'm gonna keep it simple. So I'm gonna go in with this shade. Oh wow, look at that. This is a beautiful neutral shimmery shade. The shade almost felt wet in the pan, and I was able to pick it up with my fingers and on a brush as well, which is quite impressive too, because usually this type of formula that feels a little wet doesn't pick up well on a brush. I'm gonna go in with this shade, which is a little bit darker than the shade I used in the transition, and I'm gonna put this in my crease. Oh wow. This shade is definitely very pigmented because I applied the teeny tiniest bit and it still showed up right away. I'm gonna pop a little bit of the green right here just to give the eye look a little bit of like an oomph. This shade added a pop to the eye look almost right away. Like, I didn't have to build it up. I barely dipped my finger in the shade. It is so pigmented, so beautiful. Absolutely love this. So we're left with only one shade that we didn't try, which is this one right here. I'm gonna pop this on my lower lash line. Alright you guys, I am done with this look. I think the shadows blend out so beautifully. It is lovely, love the shades. Let's finish off this eye look with another product inside the box, and it is the iconic London mascara. We did get this mascara in a previous goodie bag, but I actually never used it, so I don't know what to expect. This mascara is called Triple Threat Mascara. The reviews are absolutely lovely. So let's go ahead and see what the wand looks like. It is plastic. I'm not the biggest fan of plastic ones because they always tend to poke my eyelid somehow. I don't know, I always manage to do that. But let's try this. I'm not gonna curl my lashes because I wanna see how well it lifts them. Right off the bat, I can definitely see that this is separating my lashes really well and definitely lengthening them. I'm gonna apply 2 coats and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I'm back. I definitely can see how this lifts the lashes really well. I didn't curl my lashes, so it is so good and effective at lifting them. And I would say upon the first application, it did separate them really well and lengthen them. But I noticed that with the second coat, it kind of started to clump up, but I was still able to separate them with the wand. So you have to be careful, or maybe I waited a little bit too long to do the second coat, where the first coat really dried down. It was hard to apply the second coat on top. I'm not sure, but overall, I love this mascara. It's looking a little bit messy right now because, I mean, I try to do things a little bit quickly, but it is definitely a mascara that I would buy with my own money. I think it's really, really nice, and it definitely lifts really well, and that's what I noticed a lot of people were saying, and I totally agree. So we've got 3 more products in the box to test out. 2 of them are actually makeup removers, and 1 of them is an eye cream. The next product is the one by the Inky List. This is their Caffeine eye cream. I'm not the biggest fan of caffeine in eye creams because really it doesn't do much for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. So I'm gonna remove this. This has been on for definitely more than 20 minutes. I honestly don't feel that they did anything for my under eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? They don't feel more hydrated or more moisturized. I definitely feel like I can use a little bit of an eye cream. I don't know if the continuous use of such a mask would do anything for the under eye area, but one-time use, I can't see any difference. Let me know in the comments below. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Caffeine eye cream. I honestly don't want it to do much. I just want it to moisturize because my under eyes are feeling dry, and the eye mask by Wishful didn't really add any moisture to it. This feels nice. I'll say that. It's quite moisturizing but not very heavy, so it is going to be a great morning eye cream. So 2 products left. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up my makeup and go about my day and come back and try out the makeup removal product. So I'm back and it is now towards the end of the day. I've had this makeup on for the whole day, and as you guys can see, it has definitely lasted pretty well. Like the eyeshadow hasn't faded or anything. A lot of even high-end brands, they tend to fade towards the end of the day, but this one didn't at all. It didn't budge. It stayed in place. And that could be also due to the Vieve Eye Wand. I'm really impressed with that as well. It didn't crease or anything. So really happy with the results. Also, I do want to say that the mascara did not flake at all and my lashes are still lifted. So impressed with that too. Now it is time to try out the makeup removers. We've got 2 of them, but first I want to try out the, what is this called? Face Halo. And I've got it right here. I have to wet it, so I'm gonna wet it and be right back. So I went ahead and wet this, and let's try it out. It is a little bit tight on me, but that's okay. I said in another video, I don't like to use products like this to remove my makeup. I mean, I don't want to tug on my eye, and oh, okay. It did remove a little bit more than I expected. Okay, I do want to say that I am a little impressed that this does remove makeup, okay? It did remove my makeup and also did remove my mascara, but I do want to say I did have to tug a little bit more than I like on my skin to be able to remove everything. So does it remove makeup? Yes, it does. Is it my preferable way of doing so? No, it is not. And I think this would be like a great thing to remove swatches with, or like face makeup, but when it comes to my eye area, I don't want to use something like this. So yes, it is effective, but I don't personally recommend it. I prefer to go in with a first cleanse and then a second cleanse. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try out this one. I have tried this in the past. It's not gonna be like my first time. I did talk a little bit about it in my empties video, the most recent one, where I did say that this is very effective at removing makeup, but it kind of stung my eyes later on during the day. Not when I was using it. Like when I was using it, I didn't feel any irritation in my eyes, but throughout the day, I would feel that my eyes burn, and I was able to rule out everything else that I was using, and it ended up being this guy. This smells of roses, and if you don't like that rose scent, you're not gonna like this. It's pretty strong. And let me show you. It has a lovely like a gel-like consistency, but when you blend it into the skin, it kind of turns into like an oil. It's also very effective at removing mascara, and it really washes off quite clean. But I also want to say that I have very, very sensitive eyes, and that could be the reason why I was feeling that sensitivity. So if you don't, then this might work just fine for you, because as I said already, it is very effective at removing makeup. It does emulsify quite nicely, and it doesn't leave any residue. So you can see it has already melted off my mascara. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wash it off and be right back. So I have washed it off, and as you guys can see, it is super clean. It doesn't feel dry or irritated, and my eyes are not irritated at all. But I know that later on I am gonna get that feeling. But if you don't have sensitive eyes, this might work just fine for you. That's it for today's video. Those were all the products in this box. I absolutely love this edit. I think it's a great mixture of skincare and makeup, where the previous ones were heavily focused on skincare. So it's a nice change, and I love the palette. I love the eye wand. The Wishful eye mask, I mean, it's nice if you want to treat yourself, but I don't think it is like blowing my socks off. But I do like the Caffeine eye cream by the Inky List. It is quite moisturizing. Can't speak for the dark circles claim, but for moisturization it is quite nice, and it sat under makeup quite nicely. The mascara by Iconic London alongside with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette I think are the star products of this box. Both of them I would pay full price for, and I would definitely repurchase the mascara with my own money. The cleansers, I think the face halo, a lot of people can get some use out of it. I know a lot of people that remove their makeup this way. It's just not my personal preference, so I won't be using it again on my face, but maybe I might use it like on my arm if I'm swatching something or something similar to that. But this, I know a lot of people are gonna love it. It is very effective at removing makeup. It is gentle. And you know, it is by a very luxury brand, so it's nice to get it at a discounted price. But I personally will not be using it again. I will pass it on to a friend. So as a conclusion, I believe it is a great box, a great value. As always, Cultbeauty never disappoints. And as of filming this video, it is still available on the website, so if you want to pick it up, I will leave a link to it in my description box. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. It is quite late where I am right now. Wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for my future content, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye guys!